Hello everyone, Tina here. I hope your day is going fantastic. Thanks for joining me. Today I'm super excited I get to share with you the Spellbinders card kit of the month for June 2020. I can't believe half the year's gone already. But this month's kit is so fun. It's called Life is a Party. And we're going to take a look at everything in the kit. And then following this video, I'll have my 10 cards, 1 kit up and ready to go if you want to check it out. Okay, this is your content sheet. It shows everything that's in the kit, and then an inspirational guide too. You get 3 projects on front, and then on the back tells you basically how to use your beautiful dies in this month's kit. Kind of step-by-step tutorial. We're going to go ahead and take a look at the cardstock, starting off with the gold sheet. It's 8.5 by 11 double-sided gold cardstock, and then also you get 8 sheets of colored cardstock. They're 8.5 by 11 also, and you get 3 shades of blue, you get 1 green, 2 shades of pink, you get a white, and then a yellow. Super pretty. Next up, we're going to take a look at the stamp set. The stamp set is really kind of versatile. There's sentiments in here that you can put on your cards, but there's also big ones and small ones, but you can also create a little invitation with it, and I thought that was super fun. It'd be fun to stamp on a card and then kind of on a little collage card in the background have your invitation. I think that'd be super cute. But this is your stamp set here. We'll just put this back, and as always you get 10 card bases and 10 envelopes. And it just doesn't want to go back in the package here. Okay, we're going to actually straighten up our colored cardstock and make a little bit of room. And here are your 10 card bases. I love the triangle flap on the envelope. I think it just makes it extra fancy. But you get 10 of your envelopes, A2 in size, and then 10 pre-scored and folded card bases. These this month have a little bit of texture to them. Next, we're going to take a look at Life is a Party. 6x6 paper pad set. There's 40 sheets in here. You get 2 of each pattern, and they are single-sided. I like to just trim off the adhesive part of my bag. That way I can add my scraps behind it and tuck it back in there when I'm done. But this is our paper pad. Pretty florals, and this floral actually coordinates perfectly with the die set this month. There's gold accents on some sheets, 2 tones, floral prints. This one here is like a wood paneling, and I love the multi-pattern prints. Some gold accented pieces, black and white, and some watermelons, and just a little variety of everything, and they all coordinate nice and bright and cheery. This has some gold dots on it with some black flecks, and then it just repeats itself. So that is your 40 sheet 6x6 paper pad. Lots of pattern paper here. We'll just tuck that back in there, and then we're going to take a look at some chipboard stickers in this month's kit. This is a 2-pack set. We'll just slide open our package on the side here, and it coordinates it as always with everything. And I like these. Some of the chipboard stickers, the pieces will punch out. That way it just looks a little more playful, but there's gold accent on here too, and they're like the perfect thickness. Some chipboard stickers can be super thick, but those are like perfect for card making. And then there's some on the reverse side also. Sentiments, images, and florals, and hearts, and sky's the limit with them. So that's nice to have. Next up you get some alphabet stickers, and these are foam stickers. These actually coordinate perfectly with one of the pattern papers in your paper pack. The black and white one. They are I think they're the great size, and then they're pliable. They're not too tacky, which is really nice, because if you adhere them and want to play with the placement a little bit, you can lift them back up off your project and reposition them. Some of like the O's and the P's and the B's, those center pieces pop right out. But I like that there's gold on the bottom half too. I think that's super fun. Often I like to dip mine in embossing powder, so they're a dip for ya. Okay, we're opening up a card base. That means we're going to take a look at the die cut pack. This month you get 2 of each die cut pieces, and they coordinate with everything in the kit, with your pattern paper, with your chipboard stickers, with your stamp set, and your cardstock. the theme again is life is a party, but it's just not birthday, which it's great. It can be for almost any occasion because you have a little bit of everything. You get some pennant banners, you get florals. There's lots of sentiments in here. You also get some banner hearts, banners. You get birthday cakes. You get houses and cacti and frames. Even little llama in there, which is so cute. You even get a little bento box. I thought that was adorable. Get little guitars and barbecues, hearts, drinks, vino, or wine. We call wine vino in our house. I guess it's the Italian in me. But you get some little tassels. And I love the little burger there. I'll be using that one. And so lots of different variety in our die cut pack this month. Okay, I put everything back. And then we're going to continue with the kit. You get some iridescent white sequins, your adhesive roll, and your foam tape there. And then you get your die cut pieces. This month there's 15 dies, guys. And like I said, that very first page of your pattern paper, they coordinate beautifully with these dies. And I love the thought that's put into these. Okay, this is your largest flower die. Now there is a piece that will fit inside there. So you could die cut out a background of your flower and then a detailed piece to go on top. You get two sets of those, a large and a medium flower. This sleeve here does the same thing. You get the inside piece that you can die cut together to create a detailed piece. You get a real pretty flourish. You get a circle. The circle is meant to go behind the flower there. And then this piece here goes to your little flower buds that you can create. It's a layering flower bud set, so you get two pieces. And then you also get a smaller flower, two smaller flowers. This one, and then there's also the flower centers. And then this piece is actually the center for the third flower here. This is the fourth flower, your smallest one, and you get the flower centers in that circle. So 15 dies this month. And you know what? I'm going to pick up everything, put it back in the box, and then we're going to trim down some of the cardstock in the kit, and we're going to put these flowers together. I want to share with you how they go together. I'm following the guide that is on the sheet that I first showed you when I opened the kit up. And they're easy peasy to put together, guys. I like to trim my cardstock in half, and then I'm layering actually 3 pieces of it, all the blues together, and then I'll trim it 1/2 into quarters here. It's just easier for me to put it in my die cut machine. And then if I wanted to create a card base with the others, I have that option too. Okay, we're just kind of going to die cut out some backgrounds, and then we'll take the inside pieces and die cut out the background with the inside piece. I went ahead and die cutted all my elements. Now this is the largest floral. I die cut this out with white cardstock to create my flower background. And this piece here is the flower center. You layer it together and then die cut out. That, I did this with the darkest blue cardstock, and this is what it looks like when you do both of them together. So they're meant to layer. Isn't that so pretty? I just think that's so neat. Now there's a small circle ring, and that's what this perfect circle is for. It fits perfectly behind your flower center. So you'll have I die cut it out with the palest blue cardstock here. Once you glue it behind your base of your flower, there's dotted detail around the center, and then there's the centerpiece. So you just glue it down, and when you flip it over, your flower has even more detail to it. I just think that's gorgeous. Isn't that so neat? I'm going to go ahead while I'm at it. I like dimension, so of course you're going to pop it up with some foam adhesive. I'm going to go ahead. Now the flower petals are all different, and I like that because it's easy to line up. If they were all the same, it might be a little bit tricky to line up, or actually if they're all the same, it wouldn't be tricky to line up, but if they were off a little, it's very easy to line up basically. Okay, now this is the flower center. I die cut it out with white cardstock, so it's ready to go, and I just think it's so neat. If you want to use the same colors as your pattern paper, you could. I think that's just gorgeous. Now this is your second largest flower, Again, you'll take that first die cut out. I die cut it out with the darkest blue cardstock here. With the medium blue cardstock, I added both the die and the insert piece, and then die cut it out, and this is what you get. Now for this flower, you don't need a back because it's mostly solid. If you just put your circle behind it, you have a gorgeous flower. I die cut an extra one with the dark blue cardstock because I'm going to offset it on this flower, so a little bit of that blue's peeking out. But like I said, if you don't offset it, you really won't see it. So you don't need a backing for this one. But I like the offset and the layers here. I'm going to go ahead and add a dark blue flower center. It's going to match my flower backing. Just add a little dot of glue. And then that is our second flower. That one's super easy to put together. Okay, next we have our medium flower here, our third medium flower with this die. There's layering pieces for this one. You use this piece, and I die cut this out with some of the medium blue cardstock. We're going to add a little glue and add this piece to the center. And then this little circle die here, we'll cut out the largest flower centers and then the smaller ones too in one shot. So I'm going to take the two smallest in this die cut here. I die cut out one with white cardstock. We're going to add that to the center of our flower, and then the little itty bitty circle I die cut out with the darkest blue cardstock. We're going to add that right in the center. So this flower has lots of layers, but the detail in it is so pretty, and there's no placement really that you need to put those exactly, and that's what I like too. This is our smallest flower. I die cut it out with the medium cardstock. We're going to add a dark blue center, and then we're going to dot it with our white cardstock. So 4 flowers in this month's kit that are just pretty. Okay, now this piece here is the flower bed set, and I like that the end of the flower bed has circles on it. This way you can adhere your flower buds, which are layering pieces. I already did most of them, but I'm going to show you how to layer them. I die cut out the solid piece with the lightest blue cardstock, and then the second piece I die cut out with the darkest blue cardstock, and then you layer them together, and then you have the very small tip of the flower bed that's the lightest, so it adds dimension, which is really nice. I'm going to go ahead and add glue to the dots on my stem here, and then we can go ahead and add all of our flower beds. And again, you could use any color you'd like. Since there's 2 shades of pink cardstock, you could use the pink too, or you can mix and match. The colors this month are so bright and vibrant. And I have an extra one there. We'll make another sprig later on. But this is our little flower bud stem. Okay, and then this is what our beautiful flourish looks like. I think this is really pretty. I die cut that out with white cardstock, and then we have our leaf die, which is has an insert for it. If you die cut out just the leaf die, you get your solid leaf. If you layer them together, you get the positive and the negative of the leaf that looks like this. And you could use either or for your leaf for added detail, which is super neat. So you could use the spine that you die cut out, or you could use the leaf. It's kind of hard to tell white on white, so I'm just going to bring in some ink and do a little shading over the top part of my leaf, and then I can show you what it looks like a little bit nicer with the two-tone here. I'm going to add a little bit of glue behind here. I wasn't sure which one to use. Should I use the stem? I think that looks really pretty, or the spine I should say, and then, or should I use the solid leaf? I think the solid one is a little bit easier to put together. A little more green here. You just add a little glue, and there is your detailed leaf. Easy peasy. So there are your 15 dies this month. I'll be using my projects on my very first card from my 10 card 1 kit video. So that video is following this video at the end. Just click on that very top one, and it'll take you right to it. But this is the Spellbinders card kit of the month for June 2020 called Life's a Party. If you're interested, of course, links are down below. But have a fabulous day. Thanks for joining me. I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.